Welcome back to Central Valley Wedding and Special Events. I'm Shara Roderick, and I'm here with Kathryn Barajas of KB Flowers.
Hi.
Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
It's wonderful to have you. Flowers add such a beautiful touch to any event. How did you get interested in being a part of this?
So when I was in high school, I kind of was like, "Ooh, I want to open up a flower shop," and then kind of just lost that passion throughout like my college career, and then I had friends that were getting married, and I was this 20-year-old and asking them, "Hey, I'll do your flowers," and they're like, "Sure, why not?" And, okay,
wow.
So kind of just from there, and then just randomly for friends, and then last year was when it really got started. So yeah, it's been awesome ever since. So,
and it sounds like it's really just taken off. You are doing flowers for so many different weddings now. Have people heard about you just by referral?
Yes, it's been all word of mouth, and yeah, I do like a few. I have Instagram, so that's kind of my plug. But other than that, yeah, it's just been word of mouth, and it's been awesome. So
very nice. How do you go about the process of figuring out what type of flowers you want to have for your wedding?
Yeah, so I'll meet with the bride, and it'll be initial contact, and then I kind of ask them for a photo inspiration to kind of see what their style is, and then just ask them what they like about the photo, or the bouquet, or whatnot.
Okay.
Like, is it the colors that you're looking at? Is it the style? Is it the flowers that you're really wanting? And then kind of just like move into the details from there.
Sounds like Pinterest would be a great resource for this.
So exactly, I try a lot of times the flowers aren't in the season, so then we try to find an alternative and go from there. So but yeah, it's been great, and a lot of people who have contacted me do know my style, so so they do trust me in what I would think would look good. So they let me kind of choose and decide which kind of flowers would be best for them. So
very nice. Could you tell us a little bit more about your style? I know you brought a bouquet to show us, and it's a very unique look to it.
So I'll show you in just a second, but I would kind of label it as like a classic, but more, it's like classic modern in ways of it's like kind of the garden style where it's outward or has greenery to it, but I do adjust. If brides do want more of that classic style, I will adjust to that, but most of the time people who do contact me know that that's kind of my style. So and kind of go from there. But yeah, so it's been awesome. So
do you see certain trends with flowers, like what's more popular during certain times of the year?
Definitely. This year, I think a lot of brides have been wanting white and greenery.
Interesting.
But I think going into the fall season, it's been the colors have kind of shifted more towards fall. So that's been cool. Or we'll add kind of a burgundy tone into like the blush and the white. So yeah, that's probably the trend of this year, and I think it's kind of heading more towards a going back to that the traditional style almost, but having that modern flair, if that makes any sense. I don't know. But
I think a big part for any bride today is having something unique about their wedding and something that is true to them.
Exactly.
And it sounds like flowers are a great way to express that.
Yes, definitely. And I always say, if you want kind of that pastel color, or that your colors be pastel, like the bridesmaids dresses in more pastel colors or whatnot, and then having the color or the pop of color be in the flowers, and I think that's kind of it's a good way, so you're not trying to like add in that one special color in like a placemat or a napkin or something. You can add that with the flowers because there are so many colors out there.
Right.
So that's kind of what I tell the brides, is that that's an option that they have. So
wow, that is so amazing. Yeah. How do people get in touch with you if they want to use you for your flower services?
So email is probably the best way. But I will call people back via phone if they do reach me that way. On my website and my Instagram, there is a contact page, and that's a way that I can email them back.
And you post quite a bit on Instagram, so that's probably a good way for people to see your style and what you like to create.
Exactly. So I like to mix it up a little bit. Sometimes I'll go on a bouquet streak, and then I'm like, okay, I need to add something else in there. So it's cool.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
How far in advance do people need to get in touch with you? If they have a wedding in 6 months, is that a good point? Should it be earlier?
It depends. I've gotten emails from a year and a half out.
Wow.
And that's okay. But like I would say 8 to 10 months out would probably be the best. Just because I know that sometimes a bride's style or their vision for their wedding can change because
Very true.
There's so much inspiration out there that they're
Right.
like that you want to like change
What
it up.
they like
Totally get
1
it.
year,
Yeah,
they might not like better
exactly.
in 6 months. But you really stay in touch with them along the way, and
definitely.
you're developing with what style
Exactly,
they want.
yes. And I'll email them kind of just through in the middle of I guess the time between
The planning period.
and just kind of check in with them to see if anything's changed. And I might always tell them like they can totally change it up as long as they give me kind of advance notice. It's not going to be at our final meeting when we change the whole
Hopefully
thing.
not.
Hopefully not. But hey, I can make it work if need be. So, but usually it's pretty consistent, I guess you could say. So.
That's wonderful. Well, I can really tell you have a passion for what you do. I am curious, working with flowers so much, do you have a favorite flower to work with?
Man, that's really tough. I really love the poppy pod, which I have in this bouquet. Do you want me to?
Yeah, let's see it.
Even though I'm not sure.
We'll see how it shows
so
up.
it's right here. I can even kind of like, I don't know if you can see right there. That's the
Okay.
poppy pod. Love it.
It's so unique.
It is. It's kind of it like gives it texture, but then at the same time, it's not like the full bouquet. It like doesn't take up the whole bouquet. So that's really cool. Honestly, I know this is really weird, but I love carnations, and I know that they have kind of a bad rap.
But they are a beautiful flower.
And they have so many colors. It's amazing. So, kind of want to give a shout out to the carnations.
The carnations.
Sometimes they don't get that stuff, but
the recognition they deserve.
Exactly. So, but I love all like the premium roses and things like that. So, but I do love greenery. And yeah. So.
Well, it's such a beautiful touch, and it has such a fresh look to it with all of that greenery.
Yeah, and I kind of like it. It's kind of flowy, but yet it has that structure to it. So, and this is probably like a size of a bridesmaid's bouquet. Usually the brides are a little bit bigger.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
but I'll definitely, that's something that I'll check with the bride.
Right, and it's based on what they're wanting. If they're
exactly.
wanting a huge thing or
Exactly,
something
yeah.
small.
Sometimes, and then like the cascading or outward. So, kind of check with them. Some people don't want that full bouquet, but some people want that dramatic. So, just really cool.
Going with what the bride wants.
Exactly.
It's always a smart way to go.
Yes, definitely don't want to ruin their wedding day. So
Absolutely not.
That would not be fun.
Well, this is an absolutely beautiful bouquet, and I really appreciate you coming and
thanks
sharing
for contacting me.
us. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I appreciate you sharing with us about KB Flowers, and I hope that you continue on being able to do what you're passionate
Definitely
about.
will do. So
It was great to have you here.
Nice. Thanks for having me.